Without drilling, you are in complete darkness. Hello folks, thank you for joining me and welcome to the mining match. Let's carry on with drilling. Here we have part 3. Let's recap with prospecting. You get the geophysics, you get the sampling of soil, sediment, rock, you get your geochemistry, and finally you decide where to drill. But let me explain something here. This basic geometry principles is you got points, lines, polylines, and all these elements only give you two-dimensional information. You can put a grid of points and interpolate, but you always are in 2D. You can have a line like a trench, excavation of a trench. You can have follow some structures or any geological clues on the surface, and you do everything, but you never get out of 2D. What we need is to go to the next level and have 3D information. And the only way to do 3D information is with drill holes. I want to tell you this. A drill hole is like a beam of light in the darkness. Literally. And let me show you why. Well, here is just to recap the summary. And let me tell you, we are about to do a drilling campaign and about to make a discovery. So let's make a discovery. I'm going to do this interactively. Okay, so here we have, imagine this is a section. Imagine that you cut a cake half and you are looking one side. Okay, so now I want to show you something. That is an schematic mineralization underground. This line represents the topography. This is the sky. And this is the rock that has nothing, no value. It's called barren rock. But before you do any drill hole, this is what you know. You know nothing. You are in complete darkness. This is what it really happened, right? So then you say, okay, I'm going to start a drilling campaign. You put some planning. You say, I want to do these drill holes. And I will start here because maybe the geophysics or the anomalies in the geochemistry make you think that you should start there. So let's start there with a drill hole. Okay, let's have a drill hole here. If I start here, when you start a drill hole, this is called the platform. And you start drilling like this, for example. Now, a drill hole has a deviation. It's never straight line unless it's very short. So I'm gonna do a deviation to mimic the deviation. So it's a little bit deviated, right? Because of the spinning of the bit that is drilling in the core. So, right, you got that first drill hole. And you extract what is called the core, the drill core. The drill core are like tubes of rock, right? And let's see what happens with this drill core. We're going to extract the drill core. So we select all the drill hole trace and we extract it. Boom. You got nothing. Everything is just barren rock. Do you think the company is going to go and surrender and say, oh, there's nothing here, let's move on? No, you need to do at least a few drill holes before you go. So in the same platform, the company decides to do another drill hole in another direction, and maybe a little bit longer. So they start drilling here again. Let's say they drill all the way here with a shallower angle. They incline this and they get like that. Now we do a little bit of deviation here just to make it more realistic. Say like that. All right, so now let's extract the core of that drill hole. Almost nothing. What we get? A little pinch there. You know, we just hit a little bit of some mineralization. So there's some hope. You know, when you are in the drilling campaign and you're looking at this and you find a little bit, you say, okay, there's something there. Let's carry on in that direction. You know that you're going in the right direction. So what you do is you drill another, you go to drill hole number 3 in another platform. So you move your drill rig, is the machine that makes the drill hole, and you do a drill hole like this. So we put the deviation just to make it realistic, and we extract the core. Whoa. So great news. You just hit something. Now, when you're drilling, you recover the core. And sometimes you can see with the naked eye that there is mineralization. But some other times you don't really know until you do an assay. An assay is when you take the sample, you crush it, you make a pulp, you send it to the laboratory, and they tell you how much content of metal there is in that meter or 2 meters of rock. So, but with this is good news. When they get this information, they sample this. Well, typically all the drill hole is all sample and is great news. But you still don't know what's happening. You just have a little clue that it tells you that there is something. So let's make the next drill hole. We go to platform number 4 and we have another drill hole like this, right? Let's simulate some deviation like that. Nice. And let's extract the core again. Wow, you hit another 3 layers. So at this stage you are confident that you have something, right? There's a discovery, and you will say, okay, this is the continuation of this, and maybe this continuation of that, and so on. So you create 3 layers, right? But you don't really know. You need to keep drilling. So you decide to do another drill hole in using the platform number 4, but going in the other direction. For example, this is what is called a scissor hole, like a scissor. You do a shallow hole like this until you almost reach the other one. Okay? So let's see what happens. You do the deviation like that. And now let's extract the core. Wow, great. Look at that. Before you were thinking, okay, I have 2 different layers, and now in the middle you have like a single layer with a little bit of a gap in between, but you have even more. So this is a discovery. When you have such of results like this, you take it, you document it, you put all the results, and you do a press release. That's what OPEX does, right? Remember OPEX we discussed last week? They gather all this information that everybody is doing around the world. A press release is the news, what you got. So here you go, we got a new discovery. And once you have a discovery, you carry on drilling and making the definition drilling, so you know how far it goes. For example, here you can say it's open in this direction, because you know that it could continue, so you know you have to do another drill hole here. And this is just a 2D. You have to do it in 3D. You go to the next section and you start drilling again. So that's what I say a drill hole is like a beam of light in the darkness, because now you're able to really see what is going on, and you can demonstrate that you have a discovery. Okay, I think we're gonna leave it at that, and I hope you learned something new today, and I thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.